Hey, what's crackle dackle pterodactyl? Would you like a snapple while we cackle? Yeah, you would. Anyway, today we're going to talk about this team. Squad of four. They are called like Glory Alliance or something like that. And I'm not really familiar with the franchise, but I have heard that it does have like a TV series or something like that in China. And this got sent to me from AliExpress. And in this video, I'm going to introduce you to these team members and we're going to combine them because they turn into a gestalt, into a robot combiner, and that is super duper cool. There are definitely some pros and cons about this. I mean, as I say with everything, no toy is perfect, right? But it's pretty good. It is pretty good. I do like the unique aesthetics. It's nice, big, and chunky. It's obviously made for kids, but it's a bit hollow. You hear that? Like, yeah, the plastic's not cheap. It's just hollow. I just wish it's not even a matter of density. I don't think, but yeah, it's just hollow, so to speak. And that was the big Baymax Humvee, which I think looks nice, very imposing. But this guy has to be my favorite. And this is the Griffin. His name is Chris Griffin. Yes, but it's really neat because this actually becomes the waist shield for the giant combiner. And these things over here that you can't really see too well, these are actually the feet. But what's kind of weird is that he actually has a native set of feet, and so I don't know. I don't really know where to go with that. And so while we're talking about this guy, what I do like about this is that these are on ratchets. Like, you hear that? That's pretty nice. And these things over here, the wings, they're actually meant to connect together. There's like a membraney thing, but I didn't apply it because I'm going to give this away to somebody and I'm going to let them do that. And these bits that you see on the side, the stuff that's protruding, that's where the shoulders are going to connect. That's cool, man. I like that design. The little wing design kind of reminds me of like Judge Dredd or something. I think it's Judge Dredd, right? And then, yeah, and this just connects to the back, and that is going to be the shield. And yeah, so it is a bit of a parts former in certain respects. And same thing for the jet as well. It's all self-contained in that, at least for the jet, these are just going to resituate themselves when this becomes the arm. And it's all in one. You can see that the fist is hidden right there. The copter is a little bit different, but at the same time similar. This is really neat. This is going to convert into a sword, and I'll show you that in a second. In these bits, the wings will remove, and they'll actually attach that little port over there on the wings of the Griffin of Mr. Chris. And you'll see that in the combined mode. And the Baymax Humvee, I mean, he's huge. He's huge, and he's pretty nice. And the deco and the details and the paint, all of that are good. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, all the engraving is like sharp, as you can see over here. It's just that it's just a bit hollow. Yeah. And you know, they're not like you know, like X-Transbot sometimes uses like really cheap plastic that you just flex a little bit and it just snaps on you. I mean, I know, right? X-Transbot catching strays all the time in my videos. It's not like that because these are actually sold at Toys R Us in China. And I'm going to start actually transforming this. Recently, I was in Shanghai at Blocky's global partner conference. They invited me there, and so super duper happy that I got to attend that. And I was chilling with the legend himself, you know, that toy guy. And we were at Toys R Us, and let me just make sure I'm putting these on the right way. I think I put these on the wrong way. We'll figure it out later. But they had this over there. And so just knowing the fact that this is being sold at a TRU, meaning there is some degree of a quality standard that it has to stand behind, meaning that the people at TRU, they're able to taste, well, not taste test, but they're able to experience the toy, and they felt that it was worthy enough to take up shelf space. And so nothing's broken on me. I don't anticipate it breaking on me. I haven't been gentle-handed or anything. I've just been doing my thing, you know, and everything's been, I don't know, everything's been working out fine. So like I said, my critique still stands that it is hollow, but I'm not concerned about breakage or anything like that. And that's pretty much the arm. And then from here, you can see that it has these like little bits like that. You can just pop that on there. Like, I don't care. Like, I know some people don't like parts forming. I personally don't care, especially if it's able to achieve a cool look at the end. Like that. I think it is, but I think this needs to go on the other side. Although, but or maybe not. You're like, what did you just say? I'm kind of sick right now, so forgive me right now for the froggy voice. Yeah, maybe it is just like this. I was supposed to kick it with the homie C this weekend. What's up, C? C to the C double C. But yeah, I'm kind of sick, so we're rain checking on that. And but yeah, and this is where it's going to connect. And nice, it connects super easily, handy dandy, no issue. So I'm going to set homie to the side. So you can see the transformation is not very complex. The Griffin, though, there's a little bit of work involved with the Griffin. Baymax is pretty easy, but the propeller, you know what, let's get to this secondly. When you transform this, you got to actually lift up. I know it sounds like it's going to snap, but it's actually quite clever, what they're doing here. You see that little channel right there and that channel? This will all just kind of sink in, but because it has like a dual locking mechanism, it does its job in terms of holding itself in place. Just don't try to pull it off or anything like that. And yeah, you can just bring that down, and that's it. That's it. And these are going to, like I said, plug into the back of the Griffin. And very similar thing here, but we're just going to yank that out all the way, turn that around. And you can see I'm not being gentle with it. I mean, I'm not abusing it or anything like that. But at the same time, I'm just treating it like a normal toy. There we go. And then you can just spin all of this around and have that tucked back here. Yeah, and here's a second arm. Cool, right? Very, very cool. The propeller, this is neat. This is really smart. Never seen anyone do this like this, but you're going to remove the tips. Then you're actually going to remove this entire thing. I mean, they are straight leaning into the parts forming, you know what I'm saying? And then these will like snap in together like so. And this is a pretty clever design. It's not sophisticated, but it's clever. And like, dude, it just seals together very, very nicely like that. And then from here, this will just plug in like that. And then these bits will just slot in here. That's sort of, my only critique about this is that this part, the shaft and the, you know what I mean, the blade of the sword is it's a little too short, and this makes it feel like it's not a dagger. Otherwise, this would be kind of smaller, you know. And so it's too bad they couldn't elongate this any further. But whatever, it is what it is. And then we can get that in his hand like that. There's no ratchets or anything like that, but the hands are tight enough in that it's going to grip it. And yeah, it's fine. Oops, sorry, hit the phone. I hope that wasn't too much of a disruption. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. And I always appreciate you guys showing up, hanging out, watching the videos, spending your time, because time is money, my friends. It's money that you can't make back. And so for spending that time with me here, I really appreciate it. I do. I can't ever say that enough. And over here, and so yeah, so just know that people who spend time with you, I mean, there are generally people who love you. And a lot of times people who make food for you, who cook for you, those are individuals who love you as well, you know. It's a good little thing to keep in mind. And so you can already tell your parents, you know, generally speaking, because yeah, you know, like I can tell you, like my dad, he wasn't really around, you know, so he didn't really make me food, nor did he spend time with me, which means he didn't really love me. No kidding. I'm nearly a 50-year-old man. I'm beyond all of that. But case in point, you know, those are kind of the things. Somebody who freely spends their time and their money, their effort, trying to feed you so that you're healthy and stuff like that. Generally, it's a symbol of love. And so for you spending your time with me here, I mean, granted, it's a transactional exchange. If I'm not entertaining, if I'm not showing you stuff, why would you be here to some extent, right? But nonetheless, thank you for breaking bread with me. You're like, what is he talking about? This, I wish, did something more in that it's just going to chill here like that. And I think that's really it. And you're going to get the legs open. You're just going to yank them out. And they'll hold nice and firm. And so this is the thing I was talking about. So he got, I wish I had a spudger here. Like he has these native set of toes, but the thing is, these aren't his feet. Like yes, it's his feet and he has his toes, but then this thing natively comes in with risers. So I'm not exactly sure why this is here, unless this actually connects with another vehicle that isn't this guy that requires that. Now that's kind of cool. I don't know enough about the series to say that with full confidence and assuredity, Ashura's Wrath. Can't say that with confidence. There you go. But maybe that's the case. But we'll set homeboy over here. And oh, for those of you who watched the last video, you guys remember this thing fell down. So now I actually plugged everything in. So it should be pretty sturdy, murdy. All right, cool. Now we're looking at the Griffin. I love the Griffin. And so, you know, I often say my wife is like a bird, and I typically align with the cat. And so this is a perfect little hybrid of us. It's a bird cat kind of, right? And so love that. And so this, it has basic articulation over here. What's interesting is like the placement of ratchets. Why'd they put it there and not anywhere else? Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe this has to hold up a lot of the weight or something like that. Perhaps. I don't know, man. But for this guy, these are on ball joints, and so they move around. I wish the head did a little bit more, but it doesn't, other than these just kind of opening up like that. But in this mode, they're held closed, and it helps hide some of the screws and some of the designs like that. This, I wish it was a little bit more sophisticated. It's just this kind of plain bar, but that's okay. So from here, we're just going to pull that out. And this mastodon elephant looking thing, we're also going to separate. I hope I do it right. Yeah, okay, I separated. We separated that. Oh, I do have a spudger here. And so this, we're going to grab the, oops, sorry bird, sorry wings. Oh, right there, that section. We're going to have to bring this out and plug that bad boy. Why do they always say that bad boy, right? Does this sound weird if you say plug that bad girl? So, but yeah, whatever, dude. Plug that bad person. You got to flip that bit out and get that to sit in here. There you go. And that's cool. That completes the look. Very, very nice, ain't it? This is going to plug into the back of the Griffin later, and I'll show you all that. But let me set that down over here, my dear. And this is cool. This is actually one of the feet. You're going to dislodge that from the back of the head. Lift that up. And over here, we're going to lift that up as well. Then you're going to pull that out. Very, very neat, right, Pete? And these are the feet that I was talking about. And so when we add them to Baymax, and so the more I think about it, I think I'm right. This dude probably connects with another dude other than the Griffin. And because these are from the Griffin, these are probably native to the other Gestalt that he becomes. Yeah, what's this weird noise outside? I don't know if you got excuse me. I don't know if you're picking up all the traffic noises outside from the microphone, but if you are, sorry about that. Cool. That's coming together. Looks great, Nate. And on the bottom, on the ankle joints, he has ball joints in there, and they're nice and tight. They're going to hold up all the weight. But now I'm thinking, you know what? When I actually put him in robot form, I'm going to have to zoom out and do something with the camera, because this is definitely not going to catch him. But that's a later problem. We'll figure that out later. I'm going to set the legs to the side over here. Dude, I got to burp. Hold up. I'm trying to figure out. All right, I'm just going to put on pause one sec. All right, cool. I'm back. Yeah, that was nasty. I can smell it too. Gross. So this, you're going to lift up. You got to get the head up. What's interesting is you need to twist. You got to bring it all the way up. Otherwise, that chin is not going to have clearance. So you need to get it all the way up there. You can kind of bring that down. Now you can bring the head over here. Bring the head up again. And you can spin it. Like that. And as you're doing that, you can prepare this. You can lift this up. And that will cover that cavity right there. Neato completo, right? What do we do here? I feel like these are the last things to go. And the legs, we need to start preparing them. I do believe it's going to be like that in the end. The Griffin still kind of trips me up a little bit, but yeah, I think it's going to be like that. And you can see that there is a separate bar over here that gives a lot of movement, just because there are going to be collision points. And this belly piece we're going to bring forward. And then what's going to happen here? I hope I get this right. Oh yeah, like that. Oh, happy, 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 joy, joy. It worked out. We're going to bring that back. Oh, perfect. Perfect. And then now we're going to bring this down, and those tabs underneath the head are going to tab in to this part right there. Now we can bring the wings down. He looks glorious already, doesn't he? Like, look at that. I love the head in the center, a la Predaking, a la Daltonius, and some of the other combiner greats of old. Digging that. And then this tail bit is just going to do this. I thought it would kind of sit in this cavity over here, but it doesn't. It just kind of chills out, and whatever, I'm fine with that. And then this bit, I think it goes like that. And if I'm wrong, whatever, dude, I'm wrong. I don't think it really matters, to be completely honest. Maybe according to the lore in the show it does, but I don't know. These also do move around, by the way. Yeah. But once you put the membranes in, I'm not really sure how that's going to function. Excuse me. All right. To assemble this guy and to show you him in all of his glory, I'm going to have to cut away and readjust the camera stand. So give me 1 second, okay? All right. We are ready to assemble Kendall. And I did want to show you that he does have ball joints over here, like universals and stuff. And so you're going to be able to get all of that movement. The same thing for the knees. There is a soft ratchet, and there's even a double knee to some extent. And so, yeah, decently posable. And he has these little tire hip skirts on the back. I just wish that tucked away a little bit better, getter. But whatever. It's all gravy and smooth like butter and cheddar header. You're like, why you keep rhyming? I don't know, man. And then from here, we're just gonna, let me get the tail out of that way. Just connect it like that, Matt. That's cool, right? Just wanted to get him to stand up straight, Nate. You're like, stop rhyming. Some people really get mad at me, that Megatron rap that I had recently for Beast Wars Megatron. Yo, people were mad. And I'm just like, dude, if you don't like it, just don't listen. Like, why do you have to tell me not to rap or not to recite poetry or rhyme? It's like, dude, I'm expressing myself in my space. You can go express yourself in your space. Like, you don't have to tell people not to, tell them how to live their lives, especially when it's not hurting anybody. But whatever, dude. Those things don't bother me, but I am surprised when I do get that type of reaction. Sorry, I'm trying to... Okay. Dude, what's going on? I know this keeps sliding back and I'm trying to... Oh, there we go. There we go. So this is him. Sweet, right? I think he's dope, man. If you arch the wing, push the wings back, yeah. Decent. Very, very decent. I mean, you can see that there is a semblance of a double elbow, but it doesn't really get there. Same thing for this side as well. And maybe that's the purpose for this being light, other than cost saving, is that this is for kids. So if it was too heavy, they wouldn't be able to like wield this around. Even me just holding this up because I'm weak, I'm like, yo, this is getting heavy. But no, he's dope. He's dope. Just, I wish they could have cleaned that up a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. They could have done a little bit more, but maybe that's just how the show is. But not too bad, right? Not too shabby gabby. But definitely with the additional weight, the ball joints, like when you're just moving them around after you've converted him from the Humvee, they're pretty solid. But when he's supporting the weight like this, you can see it's already kind of pushing him back. So definitely be mindful of that. But if you're just kind of chilling and having him like displayed, dude, I think he has mad presence. I think he's really, really fun and nice to look at. The sculpt is great. The overall gimmick is great. Colors are great. Again, I just wish it was a little bit more solid, but maybe for the purposes of what it's trying to accomplish, it's meant to be like that. And the more I mess with it, I do wish there were ratchets on the leg. I think that would have been a nice plus. So out of a perfect 10, I think I'm going to give my man a 7.5. I think he deserves at least a 7.5. I mean, 5 means like just extremely average. And 6.5 is like, yeah, it's okay. But I think he gets at least a 7. Definitely a 7.5. Or sorry, at least a 7.5, definitely a 7. But yeah, for me, for you, for AliExpress, this is, I don't know, man. I forgot his name. Let's call him Leonard. Yeah. All right, Leonard, take it easy. Bye-bye.